Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you true stories from grandmas all over the country. Today, we have a special treat for you, a story of quick thinking and resourcefulness from a New Jersey grandma who outsmarted a scammer trying to trick her. Let's dive right in. Our next story is from New Jersey. I am 74 years old and living quietly in New Jersey. Last week, a scammer called, but he didn't know who he was dealing with. So this story begins like so many others with a simple phone call. But this grandma knew exactly what to do when she realized what was happening. She was prepared and ready to put that scammer in his place. Now let's listen to how it all went down. It was a normal day in New Jersey, and our protagonist was going about her daily routine, when suddenly her phone rang. It was an unknown number, but that didn't stop her from picking up the call. On the other end of the line was a man with a convincing voice. He introduced himself as a representative from her bank, concerned about some suspicious activity on her account. This is a common tactic used by scammers to gain the trust of their victims. They pose as helpful employees from a victim's bank or a trusted institution, trying to warn them about potential fraud. In reality, these scammers are just looking to steal personal information such as passwords or credit card numbers. Our protagonist, however, was not easily fooled. With years of experience under her belt, she knew just how to handle these types of calls. When the man on the phone asked for her social security number, she didn't hesitate. She knew this was a sign of a scam. However, instead of hanging up immediately, she decided to play along, pretending to be confused or unaware. She knew that this approach would help her gather more information about the scam and possibly even catch the scammer off guard. After all, they had called her and initiated the conversation. It was on them to convince her to share any personal information. She calmly told the man that she didn't have her social security card handy, but she was sure that it was safe at home. She tried to stall for time and see where this conversation would lead. The scammer fell for the bait, hook, line, and sinker. He agreed to wait while she retrieved her social security number. All the while, she continued to record the conversation. As she pretended to search for her social security card, she could hear the scammer typing furiously on his keyboard. In the background, she knew that he was trying to access her bank account and potentially transfer money out without her knowledge. Time was of the essence. She needed to find a way to retrieve her social security number quickly without tipping off the scammer. Finally, she remembered that her social security card was in fact stored safely in a file cabinet in the next room. With a sense of urgency, she stood up from her seat and made her way to the file cabinet. As she reached for the file containing her social security card, the scammer on the phone began to grow impatient. "Hello, are you there? I need your social security number to verify your identity." His voice was laced with urgency, revealing his true intentions. He wanted to obtain her social security number as quickly as possible to use it for fraudulent activities. In a calm and collected manner, she replied, "Just a moment, please." She knew that she had to act quickly to prevent the scammer from gaining access to her funds. She quickly found the file containing her social security number and scanned the document. Then she returned to her phone, still pretending to be an unsuspecting victim. With a slight tremor in her voice, she said, "I found my social security card, but I'm not sure how to read the numbers. They're very tiny." The scammer, eager to obtain the information he needed, offered to help. "Don't worry, ma'am. I'll guide you through it. Now, can you tell me the first 3 numbers?" As she rattled off the first 3 numbers of her Social Security, the scammer's heart sank. He realized that he had been outsmarted. However, he wasn't about to give up. With a change of tactics, he tried to win her trust once again. "Thank you for providing that information. Ma'am, let me put you on hold while I verify those numbers." As soon as she heard the click of the phone being put on hold, she knew that the jig was up. The scammer had finally realized that he had been caught. He wouldn't be able to trick her again. Now that she had the upper hand, she decided to have a little fun with the situation. She pretended to be confused and asked him to repeat the process for the last 3 numbers of her Social Security. As she recited the last 3 numbers, the scammer grew increasingly frustrated. He knew that he had been played, but he couldn't afford to waste any more time. In a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, he tried one last tactic. "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I need your full Social Security number to proceed. Can you please provide the missing digits?" At this point she knew that she had him right where she wanted him. She could almost feel the anger radiating through the phone. She took a deep breath and responded calmly. "I'm afraid I can't provide you with the missing digits." You say, "I've already contacted the authorities and I'm sure they're listening in on this conversation." The scammer panicked. He hadn't anticipated this twist in the story. He had thought that he had the upper hand. But now the tables had turned. With a final surge of adrenaline, he tried to make a run for it, but it was too late. The authorities were on his tail, and there was nowhere left for him to hide. Just then, the phone line went dead. The scammer had hung up. She knew that she had won. She had outsmarted the scammer and protected herself from falling victim to his schemes. With a sense of satisfaction, she hung up the phone and went about her day feeling empowered and vigilant. From that day forward, she became known as the clever grandma who outsmarted a scammer. Her quick thinking and resourcefulness became a local legend, inspiring others to be more aware and cautious when dealing with suspicious phone calls. And whenever someone tried to pull a fast one over her, she would just smile knowingly, remembering the day she hung up on a scammer. This grandma was not only a savvy individual, but also a master of storytelling. She had a knack for keeping people on the edge of their seats as she recounted her thrilling escapades, whether it was outsmarting a scammer or navigating the complexities of modern technology. She did so with a twinkle in her eye and a mischievous grin. As the years went by, her stories became a source of entertainment and inspiration for those around her. People would gather around, eager to hear her latest tale of triumph over adversity. Her ability to weave a captivating narrative, coupled with her quick wit and charm, made her the life of any gathering. Whether it was at a family reunion, a community event, or simply a quiet evening with friends, she had a way of drawing people in and making them feel like they were part of her adventures. Her stories had a magical quality to them. They were filled with unexpected twists, clever solutions, and a healthy dose of humor. She had a gift for finding the silver lining in every situation, even when faced with the most challenging of circumstances. But it wasn't just her storytelling abilities that made her so endearing. It was also her positive attitude and zest for life. No matter how tough things got, she always managed to find a reason to laugh and make others laugh. Her infectious enthusiasm was contagious, lifting the spirits of those around her and reminding them to find joy in the simplest of things. And let's not forget her unwavering sense of curiosity. She was always eager to learn new things and explore the world around her, whether it was trying a new recipe, traveling to a distant land, or simply having a deep conversation with a stranger. She approached everything with an open mind and a willingness to embrace the unknown. In conclusion, this grandma was not only a clever and resourceful woman, but also a gifted storyteller, a beacon of positivity, and a lifelong learner. Her ability to find adventure and excitement in everyday life was truly remarkable, and her spirit will continue to inspire and uplift those who had the privilege of knowing her. Did you enjoy the story of the clever grandma who outsmarted a scammer? If so, do you and forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more entertaining and inspiring stories from grandmas all over the country. We have plenty more where that came from. Thanks for watching.